Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what make life meaningful. Good morning students. Welcome to SST So Simple tutorial. In the previous class, we read about unification of Italy. We saw the roles of Mazzini, Cavour and Garibaldi in details. Today, we will see the process of making of Great Britain. In other European nations, unification resulted from a revolution. But in Britain, no such revolutions took place. No war was fought either. It was a result of a long drawn out process. That is why you will find that the name of the today's topic is The Strange Case of Britain. Many other European countries had a sense of nation, and as such they struggled to bind themselves into a strong single nation. In contrast, there was no British nation prior to 18th century. The primary identities of the people who inhabited the British Isles were ethnic ones such as English, Scot, Welsh or Irish. All these groups had their own cultural and political traditions. Out of these groups, the English nation grew in wealth and power more than others because of its trade and commerce, manufacturing, etc. and of course the colonies that they had made in North America, the Caribbean and also India. So they were able to extend their influence over the Welsh, Scot and Irish and form themselves into a single nation. After the Glorious Revolution of 1688, the British Parliament became more powerful. The House of Commons and the Prime Minister assumed more political control than that had been the case before. This Parliament was an instrument through which the nation states came to be forged. If you see the case of other nations like Italy and Germany, kings and some other leaders played an important role. So this is also one important point, how the formation of British nation was different from other nations. To begin with, there was a treaty of union between England and Scotland. Parliaments of both England and Scotland passed an act of union to ratify the treaty. This created a single kingdom with one parliament with effect from 1st May 1707. The Treaty of Union specified the name of the new island state as United Kingdom of Great Britain, describing it as one kingdom. You may be asked, what was the result of the Act of Union 1707? So, it was through the Act of Union 1707 between England and Scotland that resulted in the formation of United Kingdom of Great Britain. The new Parliament was henceforth dominated by English members. They began to systematically suppress the Scotland's culture and political institutions. We know that England is basically a Protestant country. So the Catholic clans that inhabited the Scottish Highlands were repressed whenever they attempted to assert their independence. They were forbidden to speak their Gaelic language. They were forbidden to wear their national dress, and large numbers were forcibly driven out of their homeland. Let us now see how Ireland became a part of United Kingdom. Ireland was divided between Catholics and Protestants. The English helped the Protestants of Ireland to establish their dominance over the country, which was largely Catholic. The Catholics revolted against the British dominance, but they were suppressed. Wolfe Tone was an 18th century Irish rebel. He founded the United Irishmen with the goal to overthrow English rule. He was also an advocate for reforms to aid Ireland's Catholics. In 1798, he led a rebellion and attempted to take Dublin and the surrounding counties, but it was quickly suppressed and he was captured. After the failed revolt, Ireland was forcibly incorporated into the UK in 1801. Now, a new British nation was forged through the propagation of the dominant English culture. The three symbols of the new Britain were now the British flag, that is the Union Jack, the national anthem, which is God Save Our Noble King, and the English language. Students, now you should be able to answer these questions. Name the ethnic groups that inhabited the British Isles. What was the result of the Act of Union 1707? What was the impact of the Act of Union 1707 on Scotland? When were United Kingdom and Ireland united? Describe in brief the process by which the British nation came into existence. Name any three symbols of the New Britain. Thus we come to an end of today's topic. In the next class we will read allegory. Till then, happy learning. Thank you.